I'm Patrick Obumselu. I'm trained as a land surveyor, but presently my vocation is seeing life changed, trying to impact people of my community and within the West African sub-region. I want to see families be empowered. I want to see young men who have lost hope in life regaining that hope and meaning to their life. I want to see young women, especially the married ones, being empowered economically, being able to take care of their families. There is a peculiar thing in West Africa that the women, are the ones who do most of the work in the family. Their involvement in the economic activities is far more than what is visible. So I want to see the women empowered. I would describe myself as someone who wants to see people empowered in every aspect of life, economically, socially, spiritually. I want to see people regain meaning to their life. Yes, it's very important for me to see the Vineyard churches taking root in the West African sub-region, because the Vineyard is value-driven and is a value-driven church that really, really caters for the poor. The Vineyard is strong on social engagement. Apart from spreading the good news, they are strong on engaging the community in trying to lift up their social status by providing and serving the communities where they are planted. This is something that is very rare amongst the churches in West Africa. I would like to say that most of the churches in West Africa are inward focused. They are churches that want to build up themselves at the expense of the society where they are planted. But in the Vineyard, I see a different focus. I see a different vision. I see a church that is outwardly looking. I see a church that wants to see the emancipation and the upliftment of the society and the community where they are planted. I see a church that wants to serve the community in so many ways. That's why I will give my life for the Vineyard. I will give my life for the projects of the Vineyard to build schools, and in the future to even build hospitals, to serve in cleaning up the society, in making the environment habitable and a place where people can freely express fully express their life. Yes, it's not accidental that the first Vineyard Church coming to Sierra Leone is being planted in Grafton Town, which is the location of the internally displaced people's camp. These are people of the country that were displaced from their communities in the hinterland during the 14-year civil war. And is a place of great poverty, is a place of immense poverty, and a place where virtually there is no infrastructure, a place that looks forgotten by the government. And this is a place that the Vineyard have thought, wise to start. And of course, we have already begun to impact the life of this community by providing for them the opportunities to be educated, for those who never had the opportunity to have a formal education. And now we are in the process of trying to raise a little structure that we serve not just as a church, but as also a children's school, so that the children of this community will find a space where they could have a good grounding, a good foundation, a good educational foundation that will help them in life. Yes, our plans for the next 3 years for Sierra Leone is that the Vineyard Grafton will become a solid, well-organized church, and the another church will take root, which is already happening in the city of Makeni. And of course, we are raising leaders already who have already identified mission posts in the hinterland, places like Jewu, And we have these pastors here already. They are eager to move, but you see, we got to take time to raise leaders who are grounded in the values and in the visions of the Vineyard, so that they will go into their communities beyond this place and make those visions and values take root. So we see in the next 3 years the Vineyard spreading over the north, the south, the west, and the east of Sierra Leone. At least we want to see 4 churches standing on their feet and making impact in their community. As the leader of the Vineyard in Nigeria, and the one that pastors the Lagos church, we have a church already in Oka. We have a planting process in the city of Zaria, the central north, and we have plans in Nigeria to start 2 more churches in Lagos, in the city of Lagos. Lagos being a heavily populated city, we believe that we could have as many as 10 vineyard plants in Lagos, and it will not be enough. So we are looking at 5 leaders already in Lagos who have been with us, who have expressed their desire to move out into the suburbs where they live in Lagos to start the Vineyard Church, and we will be glad to support them. We will be glad to support them. We will be glad also to assist them in any way we can. In any case, there is a very important development coming up in the Vineyard in Nigeria. In the coming months, the Vineyard Leadership Training Institute will be taking root in the city of Lagos, and we want to see this facility to be a platform for raising more leaders, for taking the Vineyard beyond Lagos into the hinterland, into the inner cities of Lagos, of Nigeria. Yes, we actually, to say that we need a helping hand will be an understatement. We really, really need the support of the Vineyard DAC and any other AVC that would love to partner with us in the great work ahead. We have a great challenge in Lagos. Already, everyone in the world knows that Nigeria is a very religious city, but the truth is that the religious expression we have in Nigeria may not be exactly what Jesus died for. So the Vineyard is spearheading a religious expression that closely mirrors what Jesus delivered to us, and we will be glad to receive support from Vineyard DAC by way of training resources, by way of materials. We will not, by way of materials like equipment for evangelism. We need equipment for evangelism. We need teaching materials. We also need missionaries to come from Switzerland at least twice a year or more, as the case may be, to work with us in the fields, to support us, to make those of us who are laboring in Lagos to know that we are not alone, that we have people abroad, we have people in other countries who are standing together with us in prayer, who are ready to support the work we are doing in Lagos. This will serve as a moral booster and as an encouragement for those of us who are, losing hope because it's a difficult process, a difficult project to plant a vineyard in Lagos.